Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block, on a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts, basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. We are live at 5 once again. So hopefully, just a short show today. Only got like 2 articles to go over. Some other topics that I want to have a chat about. But anyway, there we go. That's the health of the system. We'll have a quick look at the markets now that checkup has been done. Quick look at prices, even though I'm really not bothered about this, but gets people all excited. Here we go. The market generally kind of like a mixture of green and red, probably more red than green. I just want to have a look at these movements again. So we're going to have a look at Clank, which is the biggest blockchain transactions, because I'm still trying to figure out what these mammoth moves in. I mean, look at this. It's now 22,998 BTC moved in the last 12 minutes, $250 million. And is that another one? Sure, is it? Yeah, that's another transaction. Is that the same one? Same number? Date? No. Oh yeah, that's the same one. Thank you, Clank. Don't need that, do we? That's the same one as well? Because it's got the same time. Oh, but no different amounts. 22,999. 22,998. That's another one at 22,998. And this is all, oh my god, this is like all at the same time. That's like $750 million in 12 minutes. What is this? 23 minutes ago. So that is $1 billion that has been moved in 23 minutes. $1 billion. And I can, another one here. So I was when I was looking at the amounts being moved, I was actually comparing it to the trade volume of it. So let's say if we're looking at BTC, we've got 24-hour trade volume of $46 billion. So we'll just work that out as, I mean, let's say if that was 50 and we got the market cap of $200 billion of BTC. So that's like, approximately rounded up to 25%. So that's 25%. That's 25% of the overall market cap. Like the overall market cap in 24 hours. So you're basically moving the entire market cap in like 4 days. So what is this? Is this? I mean, this is staggering amounts of money. The entire market cap being moved in within 4 days. Are we looking at wash trading here? Is that it? Or is it a build up to something that we're potentially thinking could happen, like anticipating in the future? But I mean, these are just staggering amounts of money, So we'll have a look. More details. I was wondering whether or not there'd be an actual chart for 24-hour trade volume. It just seems odd because they're all going to single wallets. Let's just check it out for a second. So let's tether. Here we go. This is BTC. So move. Oh right. So yeah, look at that. So that's move from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. So why would you need to possibly move $250 million from one wallet to another one? Another one, yeah, unknown wallet to unknown wallet. This is the one that I'm more curious about. So it says moved here from multiple addresses to unknown wallet. So like maybe they're the ones that we need to keep an eye out for. Like moved from multiple addresses to one wallet, and then you've just got large amounts just like moving from unknown wallet to unknown wallet. I mean, like what? I don't get it, but I guess just keep an eye on things. Really, try and figure out where we're going. So let's have a quick look at this. I just want to bring up. Let's have a chat about Streamanity for a second, and videos and whatnot. Let's bring that up while I'm talking about it. Yeah. So I see we've got Rob Jones just popped in as well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. So this was actually the point I want to make here. Sort of follows on from a point that Joshua was just mentioning in his Streamanity video, and it's just like, look, if I am sharing, if I'm telling people information, I would say that information has got more value when it's shared. So why would I put a barrier to entry on the information that I'm giving out when I want people to listen to it? I want people to hear it. I want people to learn from it. I mean, so what I do is obviously I do this show, stream this show live, and then I put it on Streamanity where it's there for 15 hours. So it incentivizes people to listen, because like if they don't want to listen to it, well then they're going to have to pay $2 when it's no longer free anymore. And to be honest with you, if they're not going to listen to if they're not going to listen to that show, they're not going to listen to the next one anyway. And they, to be honest with you, I don't think they probably understand the value of the information that they're missing out on. But I don't get people who upload videos to Streamanity that are information that they want to share with people. I mean, I understand if it's entertainment and they've purposely done it to make money for entertainment. Like they've produced a movie and they've got production costs and stuff like that. Then you put a trailer out, and then you encourage people to watch the movie. You entice them in. But if somebody like me, who would probably class themselves as an educator, why would I want people to have to fork out for information that I want them to have? I would pay them to listen to me. Like, look, you need to learn this. This is really important. It's valued information. Like the other day when I was going on about Bitcoin being set in stone. Craig has already figured this out. Like this concept was already there. He just simply discovered it and was creative enough to be able to express it through digital technology and make Bitcoin from it. But like the concept of numbers has always been there. It's just how you express them. Exactly the same with Bitcoin. That's why he was saying it's set in stone. You cannot change this thing. And he's almost saying, look, I discovered this. This isn't something that I created. This concept was there from the beginning. I've just expressed it. So knowing stuff like that is also really important. There was something else I was going to mention as well. Let's just go back to my... this is quite a good tweet. So I just had somebody contact me, and I was also watching a few videos just asking about, how can I explain Bitcoin more succinctly and like clearly. And what people need to understand is that when people are asking questions about, how much data can be moved and like, what's the block size and stuff like that. Well, if you just say, it's unlimited, they're just like, it doesn't really make sense. But there is a limit. There is a time limit. So the amount of data that the amount of data capacity within that 10 minutes is unlimited because the block cap has been completely removed. Like, how much data can you fit in there? Well, an infinite amount because the block size is infinite. But after every 10 minutes, that's when the block has to be propagated. And then we see it registered. We see it registered on the chain. So just basic, simple things like that. I wish people had told me when I was first getting into Bitcoin, so that I understood it. I suppose this is like the educational role that I've kind of like thrown myself into, just because I was fascinated by this thing. And it's again. I mean, all the people that are doing stuff are techies, and they're building. But I was just like, look, I'm not a techie. I'm not going to build, but I've got questions that need answering, and I'm not really bothered about tech questions. Like, I want to know the basics. Like, how is this thing secured? Like, so how does SHA-256 work? So I looked into that, and I can explain that. SHA-256 is 2 to the power of 256. When you know that this password literally could be any. Or an infinite number of possibilities, in order to adjust the difficulty adjustment, they just simply reduce the parameters that the answer can be found in. But then not only do you have to find the answer, you then also have to put it in the right combination, which is where you have to crack this SHA-256. And because it's a cryptographic number, it doesn't start with like 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't just simply count and find it. It starts with like ones and zeros. You can't start from 1. And when it doesn't start from 1, there is no order to it. You just simply have to chomp away randomly and finding it. And then basically the security of the internet works on probabilities. And the probability of cracking SHA-256 is staggering, like universally large. So, mathematically you could say it was, you could class it as impossible because, you're talking literally like minute, like, millions of decimal, but more than millions. Oh my, like, I more than, the biggest number I know is quartillion, and that's only 3, 6, 9, 12. It's only like 14 zeros. SHA-256 is I don't even know how many zeros it's got in it. It's a staggeringly large number. But I guess that's what I want to say on that. And let's have a look at the. Oh, yep. I just remembered something else I wanted to have a look at. A guy who runs this website followed me. What's this? Can't be reached. What's all that about? Hold on 1 second. Let's go and have a look at this. All right. Well. There was a guy who followed me on that, and he was charging, these Bitcoin trader courses or Bitcoin educational courses. He wanted to charge people $1,200 for a class, and he only had 96 followers. So I was just like, you are an absolute scammer. You've just thought, all right, I know a little bit about Bitcoin, and I'm going to pretend that I'm Billy Big Spuds and I know everything about it, and I'm going to charge them $1,200. And I was like, do one. I don't charge $1,200 for this information, but it's worth it. It's taken me 3 years to accumulate all of this stuff because it's not in any books. I've literally had to sort of worm my way into, building relationships with people and getting to know them, in order to extract the information from them. But even they don't know all the information. So it's kind of like you take the information that you get from these different people and you join the dots, and then with the sort of like the kind of cryptic language that Craig often talks in, and, got a few other things that other people have expressed to me. And then you're just like, right, I get this now, but it took me years. Years and years. And here it is, yours for the bargain price of $2 after 15 hours of giving you the opportunity to watch it for free. So do not listen to any of these snake oil salesmen trying to sell you shit. If anybody is like thinking about doing one of these courses, just tell them to listen to Toshi every day, 5 p.m. BST. I will be here giving you all the information that you need or directing you to it, which is my Medium articles. medium.com/@SirToshiTV. Everything you need to know, like the paradox of the centralized starting point, all there for your reading and understanding. And literally these Medium articles are, 2 to 3 minute reads each? Like all that information you can get in 2 to 3 minutes, and it's taken me 3 years. Value for money is amazing, but I think it's valuable to everyone else to know this. Obviously not these shitcoiners, but intelligent people like yourself who are actually listening to my show that understand what I'm saying. Like, yeah, we get this now. Yeah, there is no other way this protocol can be changed unless it is centralized. It's massive. All these douchebags trying to figure out how to centralize or create governance, or how do we make decisions? Well, you don't. You can't make decisions. You just simply build on it, and that is it. Absolute nutters. But yeah, let's have a look at this. I actually personally found this quite shocking, to be honest. So this here was Kraken. It says here Kraken has become the first crypto bank. Here we go. Kraken becomes first crypto exchange to charter a US bank. All right, interesting. Let's have a quick look at this then. Kraken is the first cryptocurrency firm in the US to become a bank. Actually, this is quite interesting. This is just about Facebook. Facebook plunges on report of FTC preparing possible antitrust lawsuit by year end. So let's just have a quick look at the images on this. See what it's all about. I'm sure Zuckerberg probably sold his shares. Look at that. Facebook plunges on report FTC preparing possible antitrust lawsuit by end of year. Ooh, it's not good. I'm not going to read all of this, but we'll just go through this top bit. It's been a rough day for Facebook. First, the world's biggest social network was dumped by Kim Kardashian, who called on her tens of millions of global followers to boycott Mark Zuckerberg's cash cow. And now the Wall Street Journal reports that FTX is preparing to file a possible antitrust suit against the company, sending its stock plummeting after hours and dragging the Nasdaq lower. It is not going to be long before Kim Kardashian finds sites such as Twitch. Literally, because Twitch is a celebrity's dream. Literally, celebrities have already got all of their followers. Their followers are following them around, worshipping and stuff like that. But at the moment, these celebrities have to basically gift their celebrity to these social media giants like Facebook and Twitter and all that, and have their celebrity on there, and then these sites obviously massively profit from it. Whereas now these celebrities have got control of their own celebrity, as it were, and they can put their celebrity on Twitch and make money from it, instead of being bombarded with advertisements and these other companies owning their data. Honestly, Twitch will blow up. The first big celebrity that gets on it with all their followers and then suddenly starts announcing how much money they're getting from all their worshippers, like, DMing them and sending them messages and, just having to pay, a cent or two to message them. It's going to be absolutely huge. I mean, literally, Twitch is like a celebrity's wet dream. China's BSN to localize 24 public blockchains by making them permissioned. I mean, this is so funny. Again, China are going to be so resistant to Bitcoin because they are absolute egomaniacs. Literally, they want to control absolutely everything. They are paranoid. And now, for the first time ever, a system has come along that keeps them in check. And it's just like, no, you cannot be an arsehole. If you're an arsehole, we're all going to see you being an arsehole. You can now no longer hide behind government. You can now no longer say, oh, it was a joint decision of the ruling party. No, we're going to be able to see who's done it and who gave the orders. Who is the biggest arsehole? Who is the psycho in the Chinese Communist Party? That's what we're going to see. And they're going to have to let everything go, because Bitcoin will take over everything, because everybody else will be using it. If you're not in on Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin is rocketing up, you're just simply losing and losing and losing in more and more value. So Bitcoin is going to draw everybody in because of their greed, because of their want to get wealthy. And if you want to get wealthy, you're going to have to toe the line. You're going to have to benefit society. That's the way it works. You're paid to be good. Your value increases to be good. It's an amazing system. Right then, people, let's do this. Hand cash and handles, paymails in the chat box. Let's do this. I'll be turning my volume up to ding a dong. And look. Right, okay, people. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Joy given. Catch everybody tomorrow. See you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity, free for 15 hours. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below.